Ever wondered why political debates often end up in a deadlock? It's not just about being right or wrong, it's about the difference in visions. Let's delve into Thomas Sowell's Conflict of Visions. Sowell, a renowned economist and social theorist, presents a fascinating exploration of the ideological origins of political struggles. He introduces two contrasting ideologies: the constrained and unconstrained visions. The constrained vision is grounded in pragmatism, acknowledging human limitations and valuing established institutions, cultural norms, and historical traditions. It champions gradual changes with the goal of preserving societal stability and order. On the flip side, the unconstrained vision is rooted in optimism, advocating for radical transformations with grand idealistic solutions. It often overlooks practical constraints, focusing instead on the potential for human betterment. So, as we explore this concept, think about where you stand. Are you a proponent of the constrained vision or the unconstrained vision? Let's start with the constrained vision, a perspective grounded in pragmatism and an acceptance of human limitations. This vision, as Thomas Sowell describes it, is like a compass that points to the role of established institutions, cultural norms, and traditions in our society. Picture this: we're on a ship sailing the vast ocean of human interaction, and the constrained vision is our seasoned captain. It understands the boat's strengths and weaknesses, it respects the power of the sea, and it knows the value of a well-charted course. This captain doesn't promise a utopian island free from storms or challenges, but a journey of gradual, pragmatic change that maneuvers around the icebergs of societal upheaval. What the constrained vision emphasizes is continuity and evolution, not revolution. It's like a gardener who prunes the plant, trims the branches, and tends to the roots, but never attempts to transform an apple tree into an orange tree overnight. The advocates of this vision argue for a slow and steady approach to societal change. They believe in the wisdom of centuries-old institutions and traditions, in the lessons learned from history, and in the importance of stability and order. They understand that human nature, with all its virtues and vices, is a complex reality that can't be easily reshaped or disregarded. The constrained vision is like a well-oiled machine, where every cog and gear, no matter how small, plays a vital role. It values the checks and balances in our political systems, the rule of law, and the free market principles that drive our economies. In essence, the constrained vision believes in maintaining the status quo and making slow, steady progress. It's like a marathon runner who understands that the race is not won by sprinting at the start, but by maintaining a consistent pace, preserving energy, and focusing on the long road ahead. This vision doesn't promise a finish line free of challenges, but it offers a well-trodden path, a reliable map, and the promise of a journey marked by steady progress and resilience. Now let's switch gears and talk about the unconstrained vision, the ideological opposite of the constrained vision. This vision, championed by those with an optimistic view of human potential, seeks to bring about radical societal transformations. It is not just about tweaking the system here and there, it's about overhauling it entirely, from the ground up. Believers in the unconstrained vision see the world not as it is, but as it could be. They hold the conviction that humans are capable of more, that society is malleable and can be transformed into an ideal version, one that is more just, more equitable, and more prosperous. Yet this vision is not without its challenges. It often leans towards grand idealistic solutions that aim to revolutionize society, without necessarily considering practical limitations. It's like trying to build a castle on a cloud, beautiful to imagine, but difficult to construct in reality. It's a vision that is heady with the intoxication of what could be, yet sometimes blind to what is. The unconstrained vision can be likened to an artist with a blank canvas, free to paint whatever they wish, without the boundaries of the frame or the constraints of reality. The possibilities are endless, the potential is immense, but without understanding the limitations of the medium, the result can be chaos instead of a masterpiece. And so, the unconstrained vision can sometimes underestimate the complexities of human nature and societal structures. It can overlook the fact that change, especially dramatic change, can be disruptive and may have unintended consequences. It can disregard the reality that every solution has a cost, and not always a cost that society is willing or able to pay. In a nutshell, the unconstrained vision seeks to revolutionize society, often without considering the complexities and practical limitations. It's a vision that is full of hope and aspiration, yet it is a vision that must be pursued with caution, with an understanding of reality, and with a recognition of the limits of human nature and societal structures. Historical events provide us with clear examples of these visions in action, and the consequences thereof. Let's take a trip back in time to the French Revolution, a cataclysmic period marked by radical political and societal change. The revolution was driven by an unconstrained vision, with revolutionaries seeking to overthrow the established order in pursuit of an egalitarian society. However, they failed to consider practical constraints, and this disregard led to societal upheaval and chaos. The Reign of Terror, a period of extreme violence and mass executions, stands as a chilling testament to the dangers of unchecked idealism. Now let's journey further east to the communist revolutions of the 20th century, specifically in Russia and China. These revolutions, like the French Revolution, were fueled by the unconstrained vision. Lenin and Mao, the respective leaders, were inspired by grandiose dreams of utopian societies where class distinctions would cease to exist. They sought to achieve these dreams by radically transforming society, often dismissing the complexities of human nature and societal structures. However, the outcomes were far from utopian. These revolutions gave birth to totalitarian regimes marked by widespread atrocities, economic failures, and societal disintegration. Millions of lives were lost in the pursuit of these idealistic visions, demonstrating the catastrophic consequences of implementing the unconstrained vision without due consideration for practical constraints. But Sowell's critique of the unconstrained vision isn't limited to revolutions. He also turns his analytical gaze to social policies influenced by this vision. Take welfare programs, for instance. When these programs are designed without considering practical constraints and the intricacies of human behavior, they risk exacerbating societal issues. Instead of addressing root causes, they may inadvertently perpetuate cycles of dependency, creating more problems than they solve. And let's not forget the international interventions rooted in idealistic visions. These interventions often overlook the practical realities of the societies they aim to transform, leading to unintended consequences. Instead of fostering peace and prosperity, they may inadvertently exacerbate existing problems, further destabilizing these societies. All these examples illustrate the inherent risks associated with the unconstrained vision. They show us the potential dangers of pursuing radical societal transformations without due consideration for practical constraints and human nature. History, it seems, has a lot to say about the practical implications of these visions. While we've taken a journey through history, let's bring this back to the present day. How do these visions impact our modern society? In today's society, the influence of both the constrained and unconstrained visions is unmistakable. They continue to shape our political dialogues, inform our policy decisions, and underpin our societal structures. Perhaps nowhere is this more evident than in the realm of social policy. Welfare programs, for instance, have often been shaped by the unconstrained vision. This vision, with its focus on utopian ideals, can lead to policies that aim to eliminate societal ills without sufficiently considering the practical constraints and complexities of human behavior. In these cases, the result can often be programs that, despite their good intentions, inadvertently perpetuate cycles of dependency instead of addressing root causes. Equally, international interventions, driven by aspirations to transform societies, are often colored by the unconstrained vision. These interventions, while well-intentioned, sometimes overlook the realities on the ground and can inadvertently exacerbate existing problems. The constrained vision, with its emphasis on gradual change and respect for established traditions, might caution against such hasty actions, advocating instead for solutions that consider the complexities of the societies they aim to transform. Moreover, our technological advancements, while remarkable, often bring to the fore the tension between these conflicting visions. Issues around data privacy, artificial intelligence, and the role of social media platforms in our lives are all shaped in some way by these ideological underpinnings. The constrained vision might emphasize the need for regulation and caution, while the unconstrained vision might champion the limitless possibilities of these advancements. So as we navigate the political landscape, understanding these conflicting visions can help us make sense of the ideological origins of political struggles. As we grapple with the complexities of our modern society, being aware of these visions and the implications they carry can provide us with a valuable framework for understanding and addressing the challenges we face. As we wrap up our exploration of Sowell's Conflict of Visions, it's time to reflect. We've journeyed through the ideological landscapes of the constrained and unconstrained visions, each with its distinct perspectives and implications. The constrained vision, rooted in pragmatism, emphasizes the importance of historical traditions, cultural norms, and established institutions in managing the complexities of human nature. On the other hand, the unconstrained vision, fueled by optimism, champions grand societal transformations, often overlooking practical constraints. We've seen the potential pitfalls of both visions through historical examples and their impact on our contemporary society. From the tumultuous upheavals of the French Revolution to the challenges associated with welfare programs, Sowell's analyses provide a crucial lens for understanding the ideological underpinnings of our political struggles. Remember, understanding our ideological foundations can help us engage in more productive political discussions. So, which vision resonates with you?